What happens when a star you think you know turns out to have a whole other side? A side that's kind of dark. Well, today we're talking about just that, with one of Bollywood's most beloved actors, Jackie Shroff. There are two very different stories here, and we're going to get into both of them.
Okay, so for decades, Jackie Shroff has had this incredible public image. He's the ultimate Bidu, right? That's what they call a close buddy in Mumbai. And he really feels like that. He's the super grounded, straight-talking guy who just seems real. No drama, no airs. It's why fans absolutely love him. He feels like one of us.
But is that the whole picture? I mean, it's a great image for sure. But what if it's just that? An image? Behind that chill Bhidu vibe, there are some pretty serious, pretty uncomfortable stories that just don't add up. And it all leads to one massive question. Who is the real Jackie Shroff?
All right, so to even begin to unpack this, we've got to go way back. I'm talking all the way back to 1986. The setting? The beautiful island of Mauritius, during the shoot for a film called Diljala. And something happened on that trip, something that would follow him for the rest of his career. It's a story that people have been whispering about for decades.
So here's how it all went down, and it's a wild ride. It starts at a party thrown by another actor, Danny Dzongpa. Now Taba, who was just a teenager, remember that, was there visiting her sister Farinaz, and this is where it gets ugly. The allegation is that a drunk Jackie Shroff tried to forcibly kiss her. It was apparently so bad that Danny Dzongpa had to physically intervene. The next day, boom, Farah goes to the press, and the whole thing just explodes. But then, and this is the part that makes you go, what? Sometime later, she retracts the whole thing. Suddenly, it's all just a misunderstanding.
Think about it, though. You've got accusations flying, you've got a media storm, you've got this weird retraction, but there's one voice that's completely missing from this whole story. Taboos, the person at the very center of it all. To this day, she has never, ever said a word about it publicly. And honestly, that silence is maybe the most powerful part of this entire ordeal. And maybe this is all you really need to know. In all the decades since that night, guess how many movies Jackie Shroff and Taboo have done together? Go on, take a guess. The answer? 0. Not one, not a single time. Now you tell me, is that just a coincidence, or is there something more to it? That big fat 0, it says a lot, doesn't it?
So you can imagine these rumors followed him around for years. So what happened when a journalist finally cornered him and asked him about it? Not just about the taboo incident, but about his whole reputation. His response was, well, it was something else. Just listen to this.
So the interviewer asks him point blank if he feels guilty about his one-night stands. And Jackie? He doesn't even deny them. Instead, he comes out with this completely wild justification. He basically says, hey, why should I feel guilty? One of them led to my marriage. It's like, because one worked out, all the others get a free pass? It's just a shocking way to talk about it, almost like he's proud of it. And then they got to the big one, the taboo allegation. And his response here is just, wow. He doesn't just deny it. No, he completely flips it on its head. He calls the whole thing foolish, hurtful, and a little funny. Funny. And then he accuses her, a teenager at the time, of making it all up just to get famous. It's a masterclass in turning yourself into the victim. Absolutely classic blame shifting.
And if you think that's where the weird justifications in public drama end, you'd be wrong. Let's fast forward a few years. Another huge scandal blows up, but this time it's centered on Jackie's wife, Aisha, and an actor named Sahil Khan. And trust me, this one gets even messier.
Okay, so this whole thing was a massive he said, she said war in the media. On one side, you have Sahil Khan, who's telling everyone they had an affair, and when it was over, she demanded he pay her back for everything. But on the other side, Asha fires back. She says, nope, never happened. And then she claims he's gay and that he defrauded their business. I mean, it's just claim after claim, each one more explosive than the last.
And this wasn't just them trash-talking each other in the press. Oh no. It got serious. Aisha files this massive lawsuit against him. Sahil, in response, allegedly threatens to leak private photos of them. The whole thing was about to go nuclear. And right then, who steps in? Jackie Shroff himself. Reports say he basically shut the whole thing down, allegedly with threats to make it all go away. And it did. The whole scandal just disappeared.
But here's the part that is just completely mind-blowing. Someone asks Jackie about his wife's supposed affair. And you'd expect him to defend her, right? To deny it, to stand by her.
He doesn't do that. What he does instead is, well, it's a defense so strange, it honestly left people speechless.
Get this. He basically says, look, she never complained about my affairs with other actresses, and he actually names them, so she's forgiven 1,000 times over for this. Can you believe that? His defense for his wife is to bring up all the times he cheated on her. The logic is just twisted. It's like their marriage isn't about love, it's about keeping score. Like infidelity is just business.
So, what are we supposed to make of all this? On one hand, you have Jackie Shroff the Bidu, the cool, down-to-earth guy everyone loves. But on the other hand, you have these really disturbing stories, these unbelievable public statements. It really makes you wonder, when a star's public life is so completely different from their private one, which one is real? Which story do we believe? And maybe, just maybe, it makes you question if we ever really know the people we see on our screens at all.